Welcome into the Kickoff Sports Podcast. Game of the week. So tonight, we are in the friendly confines of Rocky River. I am Vince McKee alongside Ruben Rodriguez as the Pirates host the Invaders of Normandy. Ruben, welcome back, my man. It's been too long.
It's been way too long, Vince. A couple of weeks away. As you know, stuff happens you got to take care of. But I'm glad to be out here. Last time I was out of the game. I don't think anybody even played half of a football game with the weather we had that Friday night. But it's good to be sitting here next to you, man. And let's rock and roll.
All right, it is definitely a good night here in Rocky River. It looks like the weather might hold off. We'll see. If not, we're covered in the press box. We are joined tonight by the illustrious Skip Snow down there by the glass. Gonna have to go ahead and not be too awestruck by him. Ruben, a big night awaits us. Can Normandy get their first win tonight, and what do they need to do to pull off what would be a gigantic upset?
Well, as Coach Darden mentioned before the game, Vince, they have to keep their focus on the task at hand. They've been outmanned, outgained, outplayed the last 3 weeks of the season there. They show some signs early in the season. Last week they met a tough Garfield team that took whatever they wanted from them. But they look, the Coach Darden has got them all focused. Like I said, they look like they're ready to play tonight. Rocky River, a tough loss last week against Holy Name. And a great rivalry they have with the Green Wave, who, by the way, for the first time in 3 seasons, finally got the better of Rocky River. But as Coach Wells mentioned to us, and you'll hear soon in our coach's corner, they just have to forget about it and watch the film and just move on. There's a new opponent every week.
And Ruben, I'm actually glad you brought that up because, as you know, every pregame show we go to our coach's corner, and before we do so, the coach's corner brought to you by numerous sponsors. Me and Ruben are going to try to get through as many of those sponsors right now as we can, as well as the brand new phenomenon that has hit Keon Sports. Guys, as the owner and founder, and Ruben as my CEO here, we see the numbers every night. They are gigantic when it comes to the Player Spotlight Series. So for all you small business owners out there, you want your business to have massive exposure, not only are you going to need a 30-second commercial during every broadcast we do, but you right now could be the title sponsor. It's up for grabs. The title is up for grabs for sponsorship of the Player Spotlight Series, and I'm telling you right now, that Player Spotlight Series gets more hits than anything we've ever done. It's insane. Ruben, our first sponsor tonight is Richard Ward, and he's a full-time realtor specializing in listing homes, new home construction, military relocation, something you know about, and pricing strategies. Whether buying or selling, Richard Ward has the experience, knowledge, and determination to get the job done. For more information, contact Richard at richardwardrealty.com. And I'm going to turn this over to Ruben to talk to you about Hinkley Roofing and set a trophy.
Hinkley Roofing, it doesn't matter if it's a business or residential. Hinkley's your top roofer in Ohio. They're a family-run business. They build themselves on their principles of hard work, Vince, customer loyalty, and getting the job done to perfection each and every time. Perhaps the best of all, they will use the finest quality roofing products, such as Owens Corning Roofing Systems. You can visit them today, folks, at www.hinkleyroofing.com, or you can call them at 330-722-ROOF. That's ROOF. Set a Trophy. They've been a staple in Northeast Ohio, Vince, and you know this, probably one of our oldest sponsors.
Yeah, the original sponsor.
Yeah. They've been in our Northeast Ohio community for over 40 years, and for all your trophy and celebration needs, and quite frankly, if you just want to get something for your kid who did well in school, Set a Trophy is a place for you to go. They're a trusted company. They're on time. They complete their work to perfection every single time. You can visit them today. They're at 4335 Rocky River Drive in Cleveland.
And guys, before I read you this next couple of sponsorships, you see us, you hear us doing these 30-second commercials right now. But you know what? We do them during podcasts. We do them during boxing fights, MMA fights, Player Spotlight Series. We talk about you on Facebook. We put your hyperlink on Facebook. It's more than just this, I assure you. The Game Day Tavern. If you're looking for a place to celebrate the big game, check out Game Day Tavern in Brook Park on Brook Park Road at 15119 Snow Road. They offer large flat screens, the hottest bartenders, drink specials, trivia nights, local bands, open mic night, and everything you would want in a great tavern, including the widely popular Queen of Hearts. Also, Cobos Insurance. Cobus Insurance has been serving the Cleveland area for over 50 years. They're independent agents, so they have lots of companies to find the customers the best rate. They specialize in car, home, life, and business insurance. They are family-run and have 2 locations, one in Elyria and one in Avon Lake. Also, the Cleveland Fitness Club. For 20-plus years, they've been much more than a place to go work out. They have it all. Bikes, tracks, courts, and even pools. They truly have something for everyone and are open 365 days a year. You can visit them today at 6600 West 130th Street in Middleburg Heights. Angela and Tony promote a family-run business for all the right reasons. You are family at Cleveland Fitness Club. And now, Ruben Rodriguez to talk to you about popcorn, candy, and Italian food.
Right down my alley, Vince. Food. Jenny's Popcorn. And if you don't know Jenny's Popcorn, they're available just about every supermarket or retail store you would find. I've actually seen Jenny's Popcorn in Toledo, Ohio at a Walmart. That's how popular Jenny's Popcorns is. They're a family-owned tradition here in town. They've been serving customers in Northeast Ohio for over 65-plus years. You can find their flavors of popcorn anywhere it's sold. As I mentioned, Giant Eagle has it. Mark's has them. Or you can visit Jenny's Popcorn online at jennyspopcorn.com or you in person at 38727 Taylor Parkway in North Ridgeville, Ohio. You have a sweet tooth, Rocket Fist Candy has you covered with everything from your childhood to today. You want an old-fashioned Mars bars, a smoothie, a mellow cup, they have it. You want Dove chocolates, they have those too.
They got it all, baby.
They got everything. Everything from your childhood to today. I just got stuck there thinking about those smoothies and mellow cups.
Yeah, but they don't. Popcorn and candy is great. I mean, you could find Rocket Fizz in the Fifth Street Arcade. But, I'm Italian and I love Italian food. Where should I go?
Oh, you got to go to Frankie's Italian Cuisine, Vince.
Should I?
Yes. Post-game meal, you love Italian food, that's Frankie's Italian Cuisine is the place to go. They got you covered from meatballs to lasagna, and they're great Northern Boulevard at 4641 in North Olmsted. Visit Frankie's Italian Cuisine, folks. If you're an Italian food nut like my partner is, that's the place for you to go.
And guys, this next one, Mullins Construction, is the sponsor right now tonight of the Coaches Show. Ruben, we were down there earlier with Normandy head coach Darwin. He had this to say. On sports, I almost said Player Spotlight Series, but this is the Coaches Corner with Coach Darwin and Normandy. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. So what do we need to do tonight to get that first win of the season?
Come out mentally focused, take advantage of our energy early, and tackle and just run the ball and execute.
Coach, you had a tough one against a pretty good Garfield Heights team last week. I really don't want to get into that one. But overall, you guys offensively have come close. You've had some good moments this year. Tell us about your quarterback.
Eddie Starks, he's a young dude, amazing athlete. He's only a sophomore, so he's learning. He played a little bit quarterback last year. This year he's doing tremendous. He's just pressuring right now, trying to make big plays, and we told him this week you got to just relax a little bit and let the game come to him because he's amazing. One of the best players in Northeastern Ohio.
One more question for you, Coach. Despite the record and everything else, like you just said, you're a young man coaching football. How much fun are you having? This is going to be a blast.
Oh, I have a blast anytime. Like I tell these guys, the football is a secondary component for me, man. I just like to teach these kids how to become young men and use this as an avenue to get them where they want to go at life. So them showing up, giving me great effort and energy and being here every day committed, especially with the numbers around going down because kids are afraid to play. I love it. So I enjoy every moment I'm out here.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck.
Thank you. Look, I appreciate you.
And that was Coach Darwin of Normandy talking about what it's going to take for the Invaders to get win number 1 on the season. We also spoke with Rock River head coach Josh Wells, who had this to say. Here we are with Coach Wells on the pregame coaches show, off to a 3-1 start this year. How's everything been going?
We're 2-2, not 3-1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. We lost last week. Holy name.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's going well. I mean, we're getting young guys experience, and we're in every game. We play competitive football into the fourth quarter, and we're learning lessons. With a young team, that's all you can ask for.
Tonight, Normandy comes in, not the best record, obviously, but, every Friday night, everybody has a chance, no matter what. So what do you have to do tonight to execute and play well?
Do what we do. We just, like you said, execute. Early on in the season, we were in our own heads, I think, early. And, we come out to slow starts, and, we're starting to get out of that mode. And, get out, score some points early, get them off the field early, and get into a groove. And we got to do the same thing. It doesn't matter if they're 1-4 or 4-0. We got to treat it the same way.
Yeah, Coach, you did have a tough one against Holy Name last year. I think it's the first time they beat you guys in a couple of years. How did you guys forget about that and get their mentality back?
We watch the film and we move on. We don't talk about it. We don't. It happened, and we learn from mistakes and correct mistakes and move forward. It's every week. It's a new week, new opponent. And it's the joys of football season.
Thanks, Coach. Here I was, Coach Wells, on the pregame coaches. And then again, thank you to both coaches, Coach Wells, Coach Darden, on the pregame show. Sit tight as it continues. And here to tell us about MDG Flooring is our guy, Frank.
If you're in need of a quality flooring for your home or office, then look no further than MGD Flooring America Medina. There's nothing that Steve and his talented staff cannot handle. Call them today at 330-725-5252 or stop in and visit them in person at 3812 Pro Road in Medina.
That's great, but what if I need to get something painted? Is there any kind of painter I could reach out to?
Yes, Charlie the Painter. Does your home or office need a new paint job by a real pro? If you answered yes, then contact Charlie Powell with Charlie the Painter Company today. He can be reached at 330-941-0465 for your next big or small job. You can also find him on Facebook at Charlie the Painter.
My man. And that was Frank. Great job out of Frank with those sponsorship reads. You want to eat healthy? Middlefield Nutrition is where you need to stop. If you're serious about eating healthy and still enjoying tasty treats that are actually good for you, then Middlefield Nutrition needs to be your first stop every time. Visit them today and see for yourself why they have everyone talking. You can stop in at 1490 60 South State Avenue in Middlefield. Again, 14960. Game Day Sportswear. Where you're going to go to get the latest gear for your favorite school or team? The answer is easy. Game Day Sportswear in New Franklin has you covered to make sure you are decked out in your favorite team's gear from head to toe. Visit them today at www.shopgameday.net or in person at 941 West Nimisola Road in New Franklin. Check them out today and walk away looking good every single time. Also, Great House Cleaning. If your house is a mess and you need to get clean, Great House Cleaning with Melissa Cusack is for you. Their top priority is customer service and ensuring that the people that hire them are not only satisfied but wowed by their service. Great House Cleaning offers free estimates. They clean houses weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and as needed. Contact them today, Melissa Cusack, at 216-375-8460. If you want to be a sponsor, contact me, Vince McKee, at CoachFin14@yahoo.com. For the very best, and not only rain barrels, but also CBD oils, look no further than Rain Barrels and More, as they are located at 1350 Moore Road in Avon. Or you can call them at 440-666-6577 or email Ann Gideon at ann@rainbarrelsandmore.com. They are a certified Green American company offering natural and organic solutions for your home and gardens. They offer everything from rain barrels and organic cleaners to CBD oil and essential oils. They have something for everyone. They're made in the U.S. and are mostly locally produced. Looking for a new used car? Check out our guy, James DeConville at Helene Kia in North Olmsted on Lorraine Road. Jim is a trusted member of the auto community for over 20 years and will treat you right no matter your car buying need. If you want to play hockey, check out Hoosier Hockey. And Soccer Shots fans, soccer in general fans, check out Soccer Shots. That's it for now for sponsors. More of those at halftime as we got a bunch. But hey, my kids need to eat, right? And if you want to be a sponsor, CoachFin14@yahoo.com. Now time for kickoff. We are all set for kickoff here on KeonSports.com. This is Vince McKee alongside the man my wife calls Roman. His name, Rubano Rodriguez. Welcome in, bud.
Glad to be here again, Vince, and ready for it's kind of like a little cool night out here. The sky's a bit overcast, but looks like we're going to get this one in. And once again, we get another look at Braden Spies and the Beebe brothers here at Rocky River. I'm looking forward to this one on homecoming night, Vince.
Got a very nice message today from the parents of Mr. Spies, and that was awesome. Let me tell you guys, if you ever want to send us some messages, you can reach me on Twitter at Keon Sports or definitely by email at coachman14@yahoo.com. Your positive feedback keeps us going each and every time. We thank you immensely for that. All right, let's get right to it, Ruben. We got Rocky River going from left to right on your radio dial, and we have Normandy going from right to left on your radio dial. And as always, I use my hands when I do that. If only you fans could see, left to right.
It's the Italian thing, baby.
It's definitely the Italian thing. Rocky River in the maroon tops, maroon helmets, white numbers, gray pants. Beautiful outfits there. And Normandy, very classy looking, white tops, orange numbers, black pants, orange shoes for the most part. The whistle is blown, and BB is set to kick it off. And again, Ruben, like we saw in the Westlake game, they're going out with those squibbers.
Yeah, another squib kick for an opening kickoff. This one didn't work out quite as well as it did for Rocky River that last game against Westlake. Normandy will start at their own 30.
All right, now Normandy boosts young quarterback there, sophomore, number 11, Eddie Starks. Running backs, number 3, Victor Perisic. Number 9, Jose Vega. Number 4, Yasir Ramin. Number 6, Mark Wardell. And number 34, David Ball, as they spread that ball around on the ground a lot. Speaking with Coach Darwin before the game, Ruben told us a lot about his quarterback's athletic abilities, Eddie Starks. So we're going to see a lot of him running the ball as well, I'd imagine. All right, the opening snap is underway. Starks hands it off. He has Perisic, and that's about a 1-yard gain for Perisic.
Now, Perisic went on the over right tackle, but he met a swarm of Rocky River defenders. They're playing in that classic 3-5 Rocky River defense that they always employ, because they don't have a team that's going to throw against them tonight.
And here we are, the Rocky River Pirates come in at 2-2. Normandy 0-4. The Invaders looking for their first win of the season. Eddie Starks breaks the huddle, 4 wide, 2 on each side with the tight end lingering. Single back formation. Starks, pre-snap adjustment, now puts number 4 in motion. It is a run. Nope, yes it is. Run right up the middle there. And Perisic with about 4 yards on the pickup. 3rd and 5.
Yeah, they sent a wide receiver in motion, and they did the play option. Went up the middle. That way got them a couple of yards. It's a manageable 3rd down, Vince. 3rd and 4.
And that's what Normandy needs to do, Ruben. They need to get as many manageable 3rd and shorts as they could, extend this game. Don't let it get out of hand and, ball control. We saw the Browns do that on Monday night against the Rams in the first half.
And they got to do what they do best here.
All right, here's Normandy again. Lining up. 2 wide on the one end. A weird, funky-looking formation on the right. And single back. Looks like 2 tight ends sat behind the line of scrimmage. Very, very strange setup. Let's see what they do with it. Good snap there. Starks has it, rolls out, has his man, batted away, and that's incomplete.
It's a good idea rolling out to the right there. He was looking for his wide out. It looks like Eddie Starks was out there, but Rocky River read it well, and it leads to a punt on their first possession.
All right, Normandy to punt. Back deep will be Christian Dean for the Pirates. Low snap takes a bounce. Punter handles it, gets it off anyways. A decent little kick. Great roll for Normandy, though. It's going to roll all the way down to about the 37 of Rocky River.
That punt was almost blocked, Vince. The snap bounced up to the punter, but he managed to get away.
Yeah,
Gave it a nice little rugby kick there and got a bounce.
Could have been a lot worse for Normandy. You're listening to KeonSports.com. All right, Rocky River with their first play from scrimmage. 10-20 on the board here. Spees fumbles it and falls on it. So a bad snap off the chest of Spees, and that will go down as a sack.
Yeah, that was bad communication there from Owen Beebe and Spees. Didn't know whether to pull the ball out on the jet sweep or give it to him, and it ended up on the ground. They lost a few yards there, Vince. It's a 2nd and 19.
Yep. And fans, you're going to see a pocket full of BBs tonight. Number 14, Tommy Beebe, the running back, and number 13, Owen Beebe, the receiver. Might even see a little John Beebe before this night's over. You like that analogy, a pocket full of BBs?
Pocket full of BBs.
There we go. All right. 9:40 to go here in the first quarter. Spees calls for it. Hands off, has his man up the middle to the fullback, and that's a good push there all the way out to the 40. And that, I believe, was Rosenberg.
Tommy Beebe on the carry there, Vince. They just went right over the left guard. A huge hole. They got a big offensive line, and they plan on using it tonight. That was a great pickup of about 12 yards. Brings up a 3rd and 7.
Good pickup there for Beebe. Had my numbers crossed. All right. Spees rolls out, 3rd and long, rolling, looking. Spees has his man. He's got him. 13's got it. Down the sidelines he goes. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown! Pirates!
Yeah, they got it. That was Braden Spees, Vince rolling out to his left, which is kind of unusual with a right-handed throwing quarterback. A good blocking up front.
And that was Owen Beebe, correct?
And Owen Beebe, number 13. On a wheel route, caught the ball around the 40-yard line of Normandy, and he went untouched into the end zone. Great offensive start for Rocky River.
60-yard pitch and catch, Spees the Beebe. And just like that, the Pirates are on the board at the 8:58 mark of the first half. The kick is up, and it is no good, it appears. All right, so there it is.
Normandy got some penetration in there, Vince, and came in the middle and blocked it.
We go to timeout. Pirates lead it 6-0. We're back. KeonSports.com. Vince McKee alongside Ruben Rodriguez. 8:58 to play in the first quarter. And really, I mean, it was a little dump off, maybe, 7-8 yards?
It's amazing.
The wheel route,
Yeah,
and Owen took off with it.
It's amazing, Vince. And you got a good running game. And that the initial run, the run prior to that for 12 yards opened that whole play up for him.
Yep. And it looked like he got knocked out right at the pylon. I mean, the referee could have, if he really wanted to, could have called him out of bounds at about the 1-yard line, but I'm not sure it really would have mattered there. There is another pooch kick on the kickoff. Normandy fields it at the 30. Normandy out's about the 32, and that is where they will go down. So, 8:51 to go, 6-0 when Normandy takes over next. All right, Normandy's going to take over at their 30. Starks has it. 2 wide on the one end, and that funky-looking tight end formation that I can't quite understand on the far side of the screen. Starks, play-action fake, going to keep it. And here's Starks to about the 33, we'll call it.
That was a quick little option play over to the right side of the offensive line. They got him a couple of yards. At least they're moving forward, Vince, nothing backwards.
Again, yeah, I mean, nothing backwards, and you want to try to get as many of those, like we spoke about, 3rd and shorts, 2nd and shorts as possible if they can. Rocky River looking at the sidelines for their play and defense as well there. All right, Normandy's going to line up again here. Single back formation, 2 wide other side this time. So they're going to try it to the different side, Ruben. Here's Starks. Looks like a blitz coming from River. Yep, River blitzes. It's a handoff right past the blitz. Good job there. And Perisic, about an 8-yard pickup there. Maybe a little less, about 7.
That's a good call from Normandy there. Starks, don't know if he audibled out of the play or not, but it kind of worked out because as the Rocky River defense was blitzing up the middle and the A and B gaps, they went with the draw play right past them. They attacked the blitz.
It looks like somebody just mouthed off to the referee. They were about to get 15 yards on a penalty to River, which I don't know what the kid said, but yep, he dropped him something he shouldn't have.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays and miscues and mistakes, mental mistakes that get you beat sometimes, man.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful. It's not like you're at the bar with Frank throwing them back. You have to watch your manners in a game like this. Isn't that right, Ruben?
Yes.
All right, so there we go. 7:51 to go.
There's no manners on the football field, Vince. You just got to keep it cool.
Well, wait a second here. They haven't moved the ball yet. Now they're finally going to pick up the ball and move it. All right, 15 yards. So that's where Normandy will take over, continue this drive. And Rocky River cannot shoot themselves in the foot with penalties. We saw that against Westlake. All right, now on the 47 of the Pirates come the Invaders. Eddie Starks has it. And he will call it. He's got it. Low snap, fields it. Starks rolls out. Starks going to keep it and run. The Pirates are there to bring him down, and that will go down as a sack.
Yeah, it looks like they probably lost about a yard there, but they were swarming to the ball, led by Owen Beebe and Zach Wagner. They swarmed on him. He had nowhere to go there, Vince. Sometimes you just, get rid of the ball. You don't lose any yardage there.
No doubt about it. And fans, the hottest thing right now, not only on Keon Sports, but all of high school football, is that Player Spotlight Series. Email us, CoachFin14 at yahoo.com with your suggestion for the next student-athlete to be featured. Starks has it here. Shotgun formation. 2 split wide. Bit of a false start. Referee doesn't call it. Starks rolls out. Goes deep. Going to be picked off by Beebe. Yep. And Owen Beebe saw that one all the way, Ruben.
Yeah, you saw that one coming, Vince. He rolled over to the opposite side where he was throwing. He rolled left, tried to throw it back across the field. He threw a wounded duck up there, and Owen Beebe gets an interception. Rocky River gets the ball back at around their 20-yard line, inside the 20 to the 18.
And that's where the Pirates will take over. So Owen Beebe in the first 5.5 minutes of this game, not even, let's say 5 minutes and 5 seconds, Owen Beebe with a 60-yard touchdown, and then the interception. Here's Spees, hands it off to Tommy Beebe, his brother, and Tommy with about a 2-yard pickup.
It's a good push from the offensive line there. Vince, led by Joe Rydell. They went right up the middle, picked up a decent first down, a couple of yards there. But on the previous play before, as we talked to Coach Darden before the game for Normandy, he had mentioned to you and I that Starks has to forget about making that big play every time. He can't beat this team by himself.
Absolutely. Elsewhere, Stowe leads North Royalton 15-0. Here's the handoff. Spees. No, Arola. He's going to keep it. Spees looking, has his man. He's got him. To the 40, to the 45, out to about the 47, breaks the tackle, and Zach Wagner gets all the way to the 50, and what will go down as a 29-yard pickup.
That was the same play that they ran on the wheel route for the touchdown, Vince, except he threw the ball a little bit behind Zach Wagner, who made a great catch at about the 40-yard line. Yards after the catch, got it up to midfield.
So Zach Wagner, son of Mark, with a big catch there. And like you said, a little bit behind him, was able to stop, watch it into his hands, and take off. And Normandy, if Normandy's going to stand any chance tonight, they got to start making some tackles quicker. Here's Spees again, looking deep. He sees Dean. Dean has it. What a catch by Dean. All the way down to the 15-yard line. A 35-yard pitch and catch.
Chris Dean there with a great catch, Vince, around the 15-yard line. Another ball that kind of stayed up in the air a little bit too long, but he used his height advantage, got up over the safety, and caught the ball, but it looks like it's going back.
Oh well. Yep, some sort of holding call, I'm guessing, on this.
They may have either caught Rocky River for holding or they dropped the flag for offside on the offensive wide receiver. We'll see.
Well, it looks like he might have started his route a second early. We'll see what they say.
It looks like a big one.
Yikes. So that is crucial there. 15 more yards. All right, that will go down as a 15-yard penalty. Must have been another personal foul on somebody.
Yeah, it took away a 30-yard completion too, Vince.
That's got
a huge
stop.
play.
You know, Rocky River's too good of a team, and Normandy is not very good, just to be bluntly honest about this. So you don't want to beat yourself with those kind of penalties. It's the last thing you want to do. All right, so they'll reset it here. Now it's going to be, what, second and a mile? Well, it's still actually first down, so first and 21. We're going to wait until the clock operator switches the scoreboard because this is a funky-looking setup here, Ruben. The first down is going to be at the 40 of Normandy, and they're snapping it from their 34. So you got a calculator on you?
The 40 of Normandy, it's first and 21.
No, it can't be.
26. Thank you, Joe.
It's even more than that. All right. Hand off to Beebe. Here comes Beebe. He finds a hole. He could take it all the way to the 30, to the 25, to the 15. So he spins at the 10, down at the 6. And that is a 16 plus 20, 36, 26. A lot of yards.
Yes, that's a whole lot of yards there from Tommy Beebe. He came over. There's an injured player on the 30-yard line of Rocky River for Normandy. But Tommy Beebe took that ball between the tackle and guard on the right side. He probably didn't get touched till he got across midfield. Just a fantastic push by the Rocky River offensive line. Joe Rydell, Connor Kashmerick up there just making gigantic holes.
And there it is, about a 56-yard pickoff for Tommy Beebe. There's an injury on the field, so we'll be right back on the KeonSports.com. There you go. All right, injury timeout over. Rocky River has it. First and goal from the 10. Braden Spees. Start the counter on how many times I accidentally call him Brandon tonight. Spees pitches it out to Beebe, who gets tripped up in the backfield. So Beebe, about a gain of 1.
Yeah, the safety came up there, Vince. He read the play very well. Just clipped him at his feet, didn't let him get around the corner, or he would have went in.
Here comes Beebe. And Spees in the backfield again. Tommy Beebe lines up. Goes in motion. Spees wants to throw it. Has his man. Touchdown, Pirates! Spees, the Charlie Hudson.
Yeah, Hudson did a slant across the middle. He was actually Braden Spees' third option there, Vince. He looked over to the corner of the end zone for either Wagner, looking for Wagner in the corner, but he wasn't open. He took this third option and fired a bullet over the middle for the touchdown.
And the touchdown for Braden Spees. And Ruben, do they go for 2 here to try to get up by 14, or do they just kick? Yep.
It looks like that's what they're going to do.
All right, so Coach Josh Well is calling for 2. Here's Spees. Has it, looking, has his man. Wide open. 2-point conversion good. Matt George.
Yeah, he found George, came in motion, and just kept going. Just an easy out route for the 2-point conversion. And this might be over before it starts, Vince.
And the 2-point conversion is good. 14-0. 5 minutes to go when we come back. All right, we're back. 14-0. River leads it. Here's the kickoff. This is actually a booming one. All right, Normandy has it at the 10. Normandy out to the 15, to the 20, has a hole. And he will go down at about the 26-yard line where the Invaders will take over.
It was a good return by Jasir Rahim on that kickoff. Got him out to the 25. Pretty good field position. Could be a lot worse, Vince.
Yep.
There's some scores out there around the Cleveland area tonight. A big one down in Akron. The Hoban leading St. Vincent St. Mary in the first quarter, 7-0. Amherst Steel. Big Southwest Conference battle with Olmsted Falls, leading them 7-0. And Brunswick is leading Strongsville in the first quarter, 9-7.
We stand in 14-0 on this one. Normandy trails Rocky River. All right, Normandy will set up shop here at the 25-yard line to get it going. And whistles already before the snap. Maybe a timeout for Normandy.
Timeout for Normandy, yeah.
All right. We will take a timeout as well.
Ready? Oh, yeah, here we go.
All right, here we go. Normandy again will set up shop after that timeout. 1st and 10 from the 25. Eddie Starks in the backfield. Actually went to school then, Eddie Starks. Didn't look like this kid, though. All right. Starks has it. Nope. Good fake there. Gets it to the running back.
Yeah, Jasir Rahim took the jet sweep, but Rocky River's defense there again, equal to the task. Led by Urgi Sols, a linebacker. Yeah, they're not Solche. Sorry, I mispronounced his name. It's Solche.
Braden Spees and the Rocky River Pirates up 14-0. Touchdown passes to Owen Beebe of 60 yards. And Charlie Hudson of 10 have brought us to the score. We are now a 2-point conversion as well, after the first extra point was blocked. Okay. 2 wide, closer to us, Ruben. Tight end, wonky formation over there. And single back. Seems to be what they're using every down. Run, play, fake, and he's got it. Keeps it to Starks. Down at about the line of scrimmage with the run, play, fake there.
Yeah, Sam Fuchs came in and showed a blitz. And he read it, but he couldn't get away. There are just too many people that didn't have enough guys there to block.
Nope. They're looking for that run play option, and he keeps it, which is fine, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, the Normandy's got a plan tonight, Vince. They just can't execute it yet. It seems like everywhere they turn around, there's a Rocky River defender in their face.
Less and less teams are going from under center, too. You know, it's like everybody's shotgun now. Maybe start going from under center, get it out there quicker. All right, Starks wants it. 3rd and 8. Has it. Rolls out again to Starks. Looking deep. Nope, he's going to keep it and run with it. Oh, and runs into his own guy. And then busts through that. And he'll get about 5 yards.
He's close to the first down, Vince. If he didn't run into his guy, might have came outside and made this a much bigger play.
Oh, no doubt about it. He had a big hole ahead of him if he didn't run into his lineman. I'll say that. It's going to be 4th and about 1 or 2. But, yeah, he definitely had a hole starting to open up if he'd run right into his own guy.
I would have this measured. They're going to give him the first down, Vince. He's right on the 35-yard line. I don't see why they didn't give it to him to begin with. He was at the line to gain.
Ruben Eagle Eyes Rodriguez there. I didn't catch that. All right. First down of the game for the Invaders. Off a non-penalty. That last one came off a penalty.
Yeah, I'm looking to me like I'm the Normandy coach here. This is set up for a lot of hitch and quick slant plays here if they can get one off.
Looks like it. All right. This time he's going to put Rahim in motion. RPO, handoff. And it's a fumble on the ground. River has it. Pirate football.
Very unfortunate. Perisic had a nice hole, gained about 4 or 5 yards, but coughed it up, let the ball hit the ground. You can't do that. I didn't see who recovered that, but they were Johnny on the spot there. Here we go. Rocky River is set up now at their 35-yard line in Normandy. Looks like they're going to attack right away, try to get this lead extended.
2:27 to go in the first quarter. Brandon Spees. I keep saying Brandon. I'm sorry. Braden Spees and the Rocky River Pirates will take over up 14-0. Again, Braden Spees. River leads it. 2:27 to go. And they're going to start at about the 36-yard line. 35 officially. Spees drops back, going deep, has his man to Spees. It's BB, touchdown! 35-yard pitch and catch. Spees the BB.
Yeah, Vince, he had three wide receivers. He had everybody spread out wide. BB in the slot. And that was just a matter of 20 yards, cut in a post pattern. It was wide open. There was no safety help in the back. And that was just a pitch and catch, like you said. That was just too easy.
Owen Beebe with his second touchdown pass and catch of the first quarter from Spees. And it is 20-0. The kick is up. It is good. It is now 21 Rocky River. Normandy 0. We'll be right back. All right, Rocky River kick it off. Ball falls off the tee there. And your scoring recap, a 60-yard touchdown pass at the 8:58 mark. Spees to Owen Beebe, and then Braden Spees again at the 5:07 mark, 10-yard touchdown to Charlie Hudson, and then the 35-yard touchdown from Spees to Owen Beebe just now. Two of those touchdown passes coming off of Normandy turnovers.
And Vince, I think they have 8 offensive plays total for Rocky River when you got 21 points out of it. Not a bad ratio.
Yeah, considering one of them was a sack. And they also converted a 2-point conversion and all that. All right. So Normandy will take over down 21-0. And we're back. All right, 2:21 to go. Special shout out to Skip Snow, the best field announcer in high school football. Low snap, Starks has it. He rolls out, has his man, no incomplete pass.
There was a situation there where he did see the rush coming. He rolled out to the right, had a man wide open, but he kind of like, don't know if he followed through or kind of like short-armed the ball, and it didn't get to the receiver. He would have picked up 5 good yards there.
It's second down 10. The Normandy Invaders down 21-0, 2:17 to go. You're listening to KeonSports.com. If you want to be a sponsor, get a 30-second commercial during every broadcast, including that highly popular Player Spotlight series. Email me, Vince McKee, at CoachVin14@yahoo.com. Second and 10, Starks calling for it here. 2 wide, far screen, 1 short. Starks will keep it and try to run with it. He's got a little bit of a hole that closes up quick, and the Pirates bring him down after about a 1-yard pickup.
Yeah, not too much there, Vince, at all. It's kind of getting predictable what he's going to do with the football. He's trying to make the big play by himself instead of using the other weapons that he has out on the field. There's, like I said, there's a plan. It's not being executed to the way Coach Darden wants.
Well, they appear to be using that RPO, and he's just keeping it because I think he could tell that they're not going to get a traditional running play off right now. As nice as that would be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he feels maybe his own best chances himself. Perisic coming off a fumble. Raheem has 1 carry for a yard. All right, 3rd and long again now. Starks calling for it. Has it. Low snap, picks it up. Here comes a Pirate blitz, and down goes Starks.
Yeah, he doesn't have a chance. He has nobody up front block. They're sending more guys in that can block. The linebackers busting up the middle. You got the safeties creeping up at the line of scrimmage coming after him. And he's basically either got to throw. He's got to learn to throw the ball away, though, Vincent, and quit taking these sacks.
And the Invaders will have the punt. Last time they got a really good roll and a rolled far. They've had 4 possessions, 2 punts, a fumble, and an interception. River has 3 possessions, scoring touchdowns on all 3. All right, the Invaders to punt this thing inside their own 10 by the time the punter boots it. How many players on the field? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Looked like they had a 12th for a second. Punt almost blocked, but he gets it off. Booming kick and another good Invaders roll. This will roll all the way down to about the 47 of the Invaders. We'll be right back.
Of course.
All right, Rock River takes over on the Normandy 47-yard line. Whistles will blow this play dead.
Looks to me like a false starter on Rocky River's wide receiver. It may have been Dean.
Big games all over the state tonight, guys. We'll try to keep you abreast of those as possible, especially when we get to the running clock of this one. Games like Brunswick and Strongsville. All right, so it's an offsides call, 5 yards on Normandy. 1st and 5. Ball on the Normandy side of the 50, and whistles again before the snap. And I don't know if this is yet another offsides. I think it is.
Yeah, they just gave him a first down with 2 offside penalties right back to back, Vince.
Coach Darwin cannot be happy about that one.
Now, when you're down 21-0 and you're reeling, Rocky River doesn't need any help tonight, man.
No. All right, so a free first down there when you really stop and think about it. No time runs off the clock. 10 yards on penalties. And Normandy going to call a timeout as the coaching staff cannot be thrilled with that. We'll be right back. All right, Tony Bogan out there, and we had a ton of fans from Stowe go crazy over the Spotlight Series with Owen Bainbridge, and their guy Owen has 4 touchdowns as Stowe leads North Middleton 30-0. Here we are in Rock River, however, 21-0. Braden Spees has it. Pitches out. This is a different BB this time. It's 13, so it's Tommy BB. Owen BB, I'm sorry. Owen BB has it. He's gone. Touchdown, Owen BB.
One play, Vince, 36.
Flag on the play, though. Let's see what the flag is. Is it a holding? Is this coming back? Let's see what the ref says. And the flag is going to be on Rock River, so that one will come back.
Yeah, 3 play. That was unfortunate for, I don't know, was it Owen or Tom? Owen, BB.
It ended up being Owen.
He got into daylight and 36 yards, and I don't think anybody touched him. It's coming back, though.
Weird looking call there. Clipping, and it will go back again. This will take it to the 50.
And that's like I said
That's
before.
man, when Rock River gets penalties, they're really making them count.
Yeah,
with these yards.
Right.
Christ.
And these are those penalties I mentioned before, Vince. It was probably a clipping penalty. Could have been 10 or 15 yards away from where the ball was on an unnecessary block. He had busted that line. He was in the clear. Nobody was going to catch him. You got to think out there.
And that's it for the first quarter. As 5 seconds remain, I have to believe they're not going to snap this ball. They don't. So after 1 quarter of play, it's the Rocky River Pirates 21, the Normandy Invaders 0. Fans looking to go on vacation, contact Michelle of Michelle Marvelous Travel Memories. That's Michelle Morgan Bernard on Facebook. Also looking to get in shape with a trainer for MMA or boxing, that's what you want to focus on? Look no further than Chris Walker with Top Tier Performance. That covers our sponsorships for tonight. One last time, if you want to be a sponsor, advertise your business with us. KeonSports.com. Email me, Vince McKee at Coachman14, Yahoo.com. Second quarter underway right here. And Speed's going deep. Misses his guy. It'll be a 2nd and 25 as another 15-yard penalty was tacked on to that first down play. As you guys know, Patrick Green, an outstanding player here at Rocky River, lost his life over the summer in a tragic accident, and him and his family are in our prayers. They have raised almost $50,000 for a scholarship in his name.
That's what it's all about, Vince. It's sometimes you got to let football go and think about life. That was a life lost too soon.
Heartbreaking. All right, Braden Speeds has his man. Number 7's got it. Down the sidelines he goes. Hurdles over a guy. Touchdown, Rocky River. Number 7, Charlie Hudson, a 50-yard pitch and catch. And touchdown pass, number 4 on the night for Braden Speeds.
That was Charlie Hudson's second touchdown catch. And like the first one, he was wide open, Vince. It was just a matter of getting him the ball. Went down the sideline about 30 yards untouched.
I want to say there was a Charlie Hudson baseball player one time for the Yankees.
I think there was.
Like a good one. Third baseman, African American, kind of round, but like he can hit like a.
Oh, I'll look him up before this game, so we won't have.
He'll have some free time.
The second half, we can look up players from the 1910s if we want.
So the official scoring there, and the extra point looks like it was. Well, hold on here.
You made it.
It is definitely good. Took a second for the referee to signal it. 28-0 when we come back. The official score there, again, 50-yard touchdown, Braden Spees to Charlie Hudson. Hudson's second of the night. And we're back, 11:45 to go. 28-0. Rocky River leads it. That was Braden Spees. Don't call him Brandon Spies. Braden Spees, a big night right now. Kickoff River to Normandy. Bounces at the 15, and they better jump on it. They finally do. And that will be down at about the 14, Ruben. What does Normandy have to do to get back in the game before it's too late?
Well, what they'd have to do is they're going to have to start airing out the ball, Vince. They're going to have to abandon what they've been doing so far. It's not working. Get some receivers out there. Maybe throw some short passes out in the flat. Get your running backs involved out of the backfield. You got to do something. You got to gain some yardage here. I don't think they've gotten 10 yards this entire game.
Meanwhile, North Royalton has finally got on the board. Simon Antonio scores, and that game there, our Tony Bogan is there. 30-7 though. Stowe and Owen Bainbridge leads it. Owen Bainbridge, a former Jenny's Popcorn Player of the Week, and right now it's looking like Braden Spees might be our next Jenny's Popcorn Player of the Week. We'll have to go ahead and talk to him, get him on that player spotlight. 11:43 to go. Eddie Starks still in at quarterback for the Normandy Invaders. Two wide, wonky-looking tight end formation. Here's a handoff. It's going to get about a good 2 or 3 yards. And Victor Perisic on the carry.
They just went right up the middle there, Vince. Try to get what they can. It's amazing that Rocky River's on a 3-5 front, and they're still getting and penetrating.
You know, Normandy a couple of years ago, I remember after losing, I think it was like 4 or 5 seasons in a row where they didn't get a win. Back in 2017, they won their first 3 games of the season. I'll never forget that. I think they finished 3-7, but I mean, so they are capable of winning a game. It's not like this team. I mean, they know what they're doing. It's just a matter of execution, especially on defense. All right, Starks calling for it, man in motion. RPO handoff, Raheem, I believe. Yes, good pickup there. Yasir Raheem, about 9 yards.
Hey, picked up 9 yards. Got the first down of the ball game. Looks like they got a little bit of.
Well, they got that last one on the last drive, so 2.
Yeah, 2 first downs. Okay, so looks like they got a little bit of a push. Just got to calm down. They're not going to get 28 points in one play. So we'll see how interesting they can make it here.
And they like that RPO. They're using a lot of that. But like you said, they're eventually going to have to throw the ball at some point. All right. Normandy on the 25, Ruben. Down 28-0. Here comes a blitz for River. They're loading up right now. Yep, Blitz City. It's hard to see, guys. There's about 15 football players in one spot on the field after every snap. I mean, that looked like it was Wardell, but still, Ruben, I mean, it just looks like a cluster every time they snap the ball.
Yeah, they saw it coming. They didn't change out of it. Experience has a lot to do with that.
I mean, I'm not even trying to be funny, right? Like, so he snaps the ball, okay? You have 10 linemen right there, 5 D linemen, 5 Watson linemen. No one moves. And then you got the quarterback standing with the running back, and then the linebackers come flying in. Just a mass of people going nowhere.
It
just looks funky every time. I mean, Rivers lining up 3 guys on D-line, and then they bring that linebacker. Here's a rollout for Starks. This might have something, Ruben, about a 5-yard pass and catch.
Yeah, it was a good play. They somewhat spread out the Rocky River defense with their receivers. A nice little 5-yard flick. Made it a little bit more manageable. They'll have a 3rd down. Actually, he got...
Looked like Corey Coulter on that, number 15.
Yeah, it looks like he got 6 yards on that. So it gave him a little bit more manageable first down. 3rd and 5.
First
actually got 8.
Game.
Yeah, it's his first completion.
Well, here you go, like we've been saying all night. So here's a 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 5. Normandy has to do something on this drive, or this night's going to end quickly.
Well, they keep putting that monster back there next to the tight end, but he never blocks anybody.
He doesn't. It's such a weird formation. I don't know what they're trying to do there. Starks on a keeper, has room. Here comes Starks. Good little pickup. Might have got the first down. We'll see where they spot it. They do. Good little spot there for Starks. First down, Invaders.
Yeah, he crossed. He did that on his own. Went around the left, or actually went around the right tackle. And he basically just kept his legs churning and got that on his own.
All right. Yeah, I mean, that's what he had to do, Ruben. Slow and steady right now for these guys is get a score. Make River work for that running clock, right? Keep it within 28 or under for them. All right. Starks has the play, brings it into the huddle. Normandy might need to get moving here. I don't see a 25-second play clock. It's got to be getting close. Referee has it down.
There may be
field.
something wrong with the play clocks, too.
All right, Starks has it here. Same formation they've been running all night. I don't think that's going to change. 3-man rush coming for River. They're going to bring up 2 linebackers here. Here they come. Here's the blitz. Starks rolls out, has a man in his face, puts it up. Interception, BB. Or did he drop it? Just dropped it.
Got rid of the football there as he was getting harassed by Matt George on the blitz. There's another one of those wounded ducks, Vince, that could have got picked off. If he does pick it off, he's got 6 points.
For you Owen Beebe fans tonight, on offense he has 2 catches, a 60 and a 35-yarder, both for touchdowns. On defense he has an interception, and he almost had a touchdown run. They lined him up in the backfield, they let him run it, brought it in for a touchdown, which was called back. Pocket full of BBs. Here comes Normandy. 2nd and 10, 8:23 to go. Second quarter. The fans remember that running clock does not start until the second half. Here's Starks looking deep. Now he's going to rush out of the pocket. Here come the Pirates. Starks, man, this kid's fast. Up the field he goes. He turns a sack into a 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, he turned disaster into, 4 yards, 3 or 4 yards, and give him 4.
I want to see him run track.
Yeah, he had one person in the back blocking for him, and as soon as they penetrated, he just had to take off.
If this kid had any kind of offensive line, he'd be running all over the joint.
Yeah,
he's really quick.
Yeah, he's running for his life right now, though, Vince. He has nobody to throw the ball to. The formations don't.
Well, it's that same formation every time.
And our Cleveland Indians, as you know, they're out on the nation's capital. They're fighting for their playoff lives. It's now at the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Indians 2, the Nationals 2.
Tampa Bay's bound to lose a game. I've never seen a team like Tampa Bay and Oakland just win nonstop. It seems like the Twins, all season long, with the exception of when the Indians played them, it seems like every time I checked the score, the Twins were winning.
Yeah.
I mean, just every flipping night. All right, fans, timeout. We'll be right back on the KeonSports.com podcast. And Normandy has it, looking to get something going there. Ruben, what happened?
It looks to me, Vince, like they called a timeout and called a beautifully executed, on a 3rd and 6, a beautifully executed screen pass. Victor Perusik got the ball up to the Rocky River 46-yard line where it's 1st and 10. It's Ruben Rodriguez here with you at Keon Sports. I'll be doing a play-by-play just for a quick minute. 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. It's 28-0 Rocky River. Normandy comes out now with 2 wide receivers to the right. Starks in a shotgun. He takes a snap, and he fakes a handoff, and he's nailed immediately by Matt George, and is at about the 44. So he lost 2 yards on the play. It'll be a 2nd and 12. Packed house here on the visitors' side. For Rocky River tonight on homecoming night. A very emotional moment for one of their classmates. That we'll address that at the half. Starks takes a snap and hands the ball off. And looks like Karusek takes the ball over, and he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage or gained a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 11 for Normandy at the Rocky River 48-yard line. There was nothing there at all.
Starks has it, low snap, fills it, and gets about 2. What happened there, Ruben?
Looks to me like they got away from what got them inside the 50-yard line. They, with a couple of creative, a screen pass and a pass out to the right flat or to the left flat, got them to where they're at now, got them some first downs, and they reverted back to the running up the middle where there's nothing. And it looks to me like on a 4th and 15, they may go for it here, Vince.
They kind of have no choice. It's the first time they've really been on the Rocky River side of the field.
Now it's like they're going to kick.
Yep. 5.5 to go, 28-0. Rocky River about to get the ball back with Braden Spees, Owen Beebe, and Tommy Beebe. And Christian Dean, Charlie Hudson, everybody scoring tonight. High kick here, booming kick, and another good roll. Dean has it, though. Risky play there by Christian Dean. And it gets out to the 36, where we'll pick it up from there in a second. All right, Braden Spees hands it off to Beebe. And this time it's Tommy Beebe for about a yard.
Yeah, Tommy Beebe went up the middle there on a quick handoff. And
We haven't seen too much of Tommy Beebe tonight because it's been thrown all over the joint.
No, it's been Owen all night long.
All right, Braden Spees. 2nd and 7. And they line up in the point of the field right in front of the cameraman, so it's hard to see here. Got to get tall quickly. It's a pitch out to Beebe. Beebe has it. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15. Oh, knocked out of bounds. Right in the middle of my touchdown call. Still a huge pickup there.
Shoestring tackle at about the 20, I make it the 17-yard line, or he scores. And again, Vince, probably a huge run there, untouched.
He's only at 6 carries. He already has over 100 yards.
Yeah, nobody touched him until he got to the sideline. If he would have cut the ball inside, it would have been another score. But this is a route, Vince. This isn't even fair at times.
All right, Rocky River driving again. At the 16-17 officially. In motion goes Beebe. Braden Spees hands it off. He's got the other Beebe who busts through. Touchdown, Rocky River! That will put the score at an impressive 34-0.
And once again, that was just a quick hitter. Beebe up the middle. There was nobody there. One guy got him around the 3 or 4 yard line, and he just powered him into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that touchdown at the 4:23 mark is brought to you by our sponsors at KeyOnSports.com. And the cheerleaders are getting along nicely, though. They're all dancing together, so that's something. The kick is up. It's good this time, and it is 35-0. Rocky River leads it. We'll be right back. And we're back. 4:23 to go here in the first half. Rocky River 35. Normandy Invaders 0. Rocky River going from right to left. Here's the kick. It's a good one. Gonna boom it all the way down. Fair catch called for on a kickoff. Well, referee didn't call it. The kid called for a fair catch though. Now they blow the whistle. He called for the fair catch and took off. You don't see that too often.
In normal situations, Vince, that could be a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty if you take off after a fair catch.
Well, the average age of the officials tonight was about 74.
Yeah, the reason is that since the official didn't blow the whistle,
Took off.
I would have taken off myself, but he's got to think. I think Coach Josh Wells will, not Coach Wells, Coach Darden over at Normandy will kind of give them guys a reminder, because that could have been a lot more disaster. It could have been backed up to the 5 yard line.
And thank you, fans, for joining us again. You're listening to KeyOnSports.com. I am Vince McKee. You can reach me on Twitter at, it's no longer at Vince the Author. Now it's at KeyOnSports. And Ruben, where can our fans reach you on Twitter?
They can reach me at Rube Rodriguez 5 on Twitter. Rube Rodriguez, it's RUBE.
Rock River might have jumped there. Let's see if they call it.
I think they may call a false start here. I think they were drawn off. Oh, no, they called it.
Did he touch his hips?
Offside.
Another penalty for Rocky River. They really need to get that cleaned up moving forward. We'll be back here, Vince McKee and Ruben Rodriguez, against Bay Village. I want to say on October 18th, week 8. You know, when they play Bay Village, they got to get that cleaned up.
That's going to be a good ball game, Vince.
Should be. Starks hands it off this time, about a 2-yard pickup, and that is Victor Perisic. Set up a third and very manageable. Actually, second and manageable.
Yeah, it's a second down and about 5 yards for the first down.
Officially 3. 4 minutes to go, second quarter, 35-0. And it was nice to see that scholarship foundation set up for young Patrick Green. Our hearts go out to that entire situation.
Yeah, truly emotional moment here at Rocky River. The young man.
ATV
accident. He left us way too young, folks, and it's rocked the entire Rocky River community.
All right, Starks has it. It's a keeper, and he's going to be brought down about a yard shy of the first down. Well, again, we'll see where they spot it. They're going to give him the first down again, Ruben.
They sure did.
3 yards right on the dot.
They got to push up front. They got some pretty big kids up on the front line. They have a 295-pound tackle, the center, a 275. They got to push. They just have to, again, sustain their drives. They got to cross midfield on the last drive and decided to go back to the what I call Metcalf up the middle and get nothing.
That's a classic. All right, Starks lines the guys up, same formation all night long. I don't know if I can run that play for the umpteenth time. We'll see. Starks, RPO, keeps it yet again off the RPO, and this will count as a sack as he goes about 10 yards deep.
Yeah, I've been seeing, and like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, he's got to get that mindset of allowing his playmakers to make plays there. He tried to take that upon himself, and like you said, there's too many run-pass options here. You're not fooling the Rocky River defense with your RPOs.
Not at all. All right, 2:26 to go, clock running. Rocky River 35, Normandy 0. I am Vince McKee alongside Ruben Rodriguez, and we thank you again for joining us on the KeonSports.com radio network.
It's nice to see the Pirate Pit again. My daughter went to school here. It's packed as it. Yeah, it's packed as ever. Juliana, if you're listening, sweetie, the pit is still alive.
Good blitz there by Eisenberg. Excellent job. Rosenberg, number 82, came flying in. David Rosenberg swatting that one away.
Now, Starks put a little bit of loft on that ball. He's got an open receiver. That could have been a big play, but Rosenberg made a fantastic defensive play getting his hands up.
David Rosenberg almost had a pick six there. Good job on the swap, but really, if he would have caught that, he'd still be running. All right, 3rd and 16, 2 minutes to go. We want to thank our lovely host tonight, Rocky River. We got Skip Snow. We have lovely Mrs. Lamp. We got the master of ceremonies, Frank. Everybody in a very studious atmosphere tonight. All right, Starks has it. 3rd and 16. He's going to go deep. He's got a man. Oh, and he drops it. That was Raheem.
Yeah, it was good coverage there, Vince, by the safety covering Raheem. That's probably the best ball he's thrown all night. But, I mean, again, he was double covered, and they have to punt the football away.
So at the 1:55 mark, Rocky River should get the ball back at least one more time tonight in this first half.
And we can't forget the Rocky River AD who always treats us with the utmost of respect. We have a great time when we see him, Mr. Mark Wagner. Thank you once again for allowing us to come up here today. And the entire Rocky River family.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you. Good punt there. Low line drive. Yet again, a good roll. Dean has it. Finds a hole at the 50. Now he's got some room. Here comes Dean. 45-30, 25-20, 15-10. Touchdown, Pirates!
No flags, Vince. He weaved his way from the 45-yard line where he caught the ball and weaved his way in and out of the defense or the defenders, and they just couldn't tackle him. Too many too many missed tackles. And it led to, I think it was a 55-yard punt return. And that's something we haven't seen yet is a safety. Other than that, in the kickoff return, and we've seen it all tonight.
Well, Christian Dean, immediately had a hole, but still had to break a few tackles. And it was almost like, I don't want to say Normandy gave up on any stretch, but they just didn't really try at that point.
He
ran right through him.
It's a classic example of when you're outmanned, you're outgunned, I don't want to say outcoached. I'll never say that when you have two young the football coaches trying to have their kids do the best they can. I'll never say they're outcoached, but it's obvious who the superior team is here tonight, Vince.
And it is now 42-0. Elsewhere in the SWC, how about this? Berea Mid Park and Luke Devens looking for their first win, up 21-7 on Monken and Westlake. So there you go, SWC update there. Berea leads it 21-7. Wow. Elsewhere, our Tony Bogan out there, Stowe and North Royalton, 44-7. Owen Bainbridge and the boys all over Stowe. Stowe all over North Royalton. What else we got cooking tonight, Ruben?
And around the area, the Akron Hoban, Archbishop Hoban with a 21-0 lead over St. Vincent St. Mary's in the second quarter. Amherst Steel in the SWC, a 14-0 lead over Olmsted Falls in the second.
Our Tyler Brzezina.
Yes.
Jenny's Popcorn winner and a player spotlight guy.
A team we'll see here in week 8, Bay Village, 14-0 over Fairview in the second quarter. And the big one in Brunswick, 17-14 Brunswick over Strongsville right before the half.
Wow. I'm Mike Rogers and Jeff Lampshire on the call there. 42 Rocky River, Normandy 0, minute and a half to go. Hi fans, thanks again for joining us on the Keon Sports Radio Network. I am Vince McKee alongside Ruben Rodriguez. And Rocky River all over Normandy in this one, 42-0 with a minute and a half to go. Low snap, Starks has it, throws it, has his man open, and he catches it. Good job there by Raheem. And about 11-yard pickup for Raheem.
And that's what I mean, Vince. It was a perfectly thrown out route to the sideline. He put it right on the money where he had to. He picked up a first down. I'll give him 7.
So a pickup there by Yasser Raheem and a timeout for Normandy. Why did the clock stop? We went out of bounds. My fault. Went out of bounds. Minute 26 to go. The band's getting ready. It is homecoming night here in beautiful Rocky River, Ohio. I hear a baby, I believe, out there squealing. All right. Sideline throw almost picked off. And that will be third and long.
There's an ill-advised throw there, Vince. He threw it parallel to the line of scrimmage. Nobody was open.
So 3rd down and 3, minute 21 to go for Eddie Starks and the Invaders.
It looks to me like the Rocky River defense has put in a few replacements on defense. I have to get the numbers and the names, folks, as we go along here. Be some playing time for the second and third teamers here for Rocky River tonight.
All right, here comes Normandy. 3rd and 3, looking for that first down. And Starks on a keeper, going to try to get another first down. He does. Good job by Starks. We get to the 49. Good 7-yard pickup there for Eddie Starks.
Good blocking up front from the offensive line. The wide receivers also blocking downfield. Helped them get that first down. They're at midfield.
Another stop there by Matt George. He's been all over the field tonight for the Pirates. Minute 10 to go. Clock ticking away. Stopped on the first down after they set the ball and set the sticks. Keep running it. A little over a minute to go. Homecoming night here in Rocky River. I used to date a girl in the band way back in the day. She played the flute. All right, Normandy has it, and Starks going to get sacked here at his own 38.
He's just in a situation, Vince, where he's in a no-win situation. They're sending, again, more guys than they can block. They're getting through. Sometimes with just the 3 guys up front. Now they're sending safeties in there. Nobody's blocking them.
Normandy quick to the line there. They almost tried to quick snap it on him there. Good recovery by Rocky River. 21 seconds to go. This might be the last play of the first half if it stays in bounds, especially if it's another sack. Starks throws it. It is tipped away. That will stop the clock.
Yeah, another sideline pattern. It just buys them another play, Vince. With the clock stopped, it's out of bounds.
Halftime approaches. 42-0. Elsewhere, Berea Mid Park leads Westlake 28-7. Westlake must really be struggling this year to be losing that bad to Berea.
Oh, you were there on this day.
Starks going deep. Has his man.
And ball's picked off, Vince.
Picked off. Looked over for about a split second. Interception by number 84 on Rocky River, and that will go to... He's not on the roster.
What's his number?
84.
84 for Rocky River. Like I said,
Unnamed man.
They're bringing in... there's a penalty flag down there. It could be for a celebration penalty, or it could be a personal
Rochester on the interception.
It was Rochester with the interception,
Reese
folks.
Rochester. All right, guys. Now what? Does Rocky River run one more play and just for the hell of it, or do they nail the ball here? What would you do if you're Coach Josh Wells?
If I'm Coach Wells right here, I'd just kneel down. It's 42-0. You don't want to rub it into anybody here. There's no need for that.
Don't want to get anybody hurt.
Rocky River is a classy school, classy team. I don't think Josh Wells is gonna stoop to that level and just go ahead and. I know it's early, it's the second quarter, but you got a 42-point lead. You don't need another point now. But we'll see what happens.
Another 15-yard penalty on Rocky River. They got to cut those out.
Yeah, Vince, you're right there. This is not for tonight maybe, but for future games, especially that Bay game that's coming up. They got to play Valley Forge and those down the road. You got to stop these penalties. This is
I think
something.
they already played Valley Forge.
Oh.
All right, they're going to nil it. All right, halftime is here, 42-0.
Yeah, you're right.
So at halftime, it is Rocky River 42, Normandy 0. We'll be right back with the third quarter. You're listening to KeeOnSports.com. That's KEE on Sports.com.
We're diehard marching band.
And here we are, fans. And believe it or not, but September ends next week. So many things are already going on after prom, all the dances coming up. But really, homecoming. But really, a lot of people are going to stick around and did stick around because of that marching band. We are here with Deb, and what was your name again? Naomi. How's it going, ladies?
It's going great.
Great, thank you.
Where are you from, and what do you do here?
Rocky River. We're in Rocky River. We assist with the marching band and chaperone, help with video.
Do whatever needs to be done.
Yep.
Video, walking them in, getting them food.
If I could tell you a story real quick. So, when I was in high school many years ago, good 18, 19 years ago at this point, I dated a girl who was in the band, and she played the flute. And I remember her always saying, well, nobody can hear me, I play the flute. No one's ever going to hear the flute. But she had so much fun marching, and her mom would go to every game and watch her march, and it was really cool, those memories. So what kind of memories do you guys have?
Marching? I didn't grow up with marching band. I grew up in Canada, so it's exciting to be part of it.
And I didn't either. I didn't go to a school that had a marching band, and so this is really exciting for me. I love marching along with them when they march in, and I love standing over with the group and the cheers, especially fourth quarter. They do a lot of cheers and things, and the band president, marching band president, does some conducting. So it's a lot of fun. They have a really good time. And
very cool.
It's a good group.
You want to ask anything before we close it down?
Yeah, I just wanted to say I don't know how much you guys are involved with the young man who tragically lost his life here, and on behalf of Keon Sports, the whole Rocky River community has our support. It's a very emotional evening, and I want to thank you ladies for being a part of it as well.
Thank you.
On that note, the second half awaits us. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep. And we're back on the Keon Sports Radio Network. Ruben Rodriguez on color, Vince McKee here on play-by-play.
I mean, maybe talking about the little McKee girls who are currently driving Mama crazy, fighting at home, and we're taking bets as to who's going to win.
Smart money is on Madeline because she likes to bite.
Did you hear that, Emily?
All right, here we are now. Second half underway, and Ruben, I'm going to need that Rocky River roster within sight fairly soon, I'm guessing. All right, fans of the OHSAA are familiar with this rule, as I'm sure Skip has already read it off or will soon. I might have missed it during the interview, but this is what they call a running clock, fans. So the clock will only stop on change of possession, which is turnovers, and scores. Or injury or something like that. But for the most part, they'll wind it right now, and it won't stop again. All right. Wind that clock. Hit go.
You're right.
Oh, there you go. All right. Joyce Lamp on the scoreboard is now the most important person in this stadium, fans. Let me tell you.
She thinks she was when she got here.
In a situation like this, nobody wants to see that clock stop.
Run that clock like a stopwatch, Joycey.
All right, Ruben, and it looks like we already have backups in the game. I'm having a hard time picking up these numbers right now. Is that Spees still in there? All right, it looks like Spees is still in there, so it looks like they might keep their starters in for about one more possession and just securely put this thing to bed.
Yeah, it looks like they have some changes on the offensive line. The wide receivers are all second and third team players for River. They've got Jimmy Lehman and Richie Flores as the wide receivers.
Here's a handoff. He's got it around the edge. It is our man who had the big play earlier, the swatted pass, David Rosenberg. And now Rosenberg will get some touches here.
The names may have changed, Vince, but the song remains the same.
Well, I could see Rosenberg taking one to the house here before this is over.
That was just a run around right tackle. Gained about 3 or 4 yards there. A nice push by the offensive line.
Third quarter underway here. Snap, handoff bumbled by Eisenberg. Rosenberg, I gotta stop calling the kid Eisenberg. Rosenberg bumbles off his chest. And for the first time tonight, Rocky River will have to look a punt in the face here if they can't get a first down here.
It's a 3rd and 11. They have some good wide receivers maybe to start getting them the ball on the outside, see what they can do.
Yeah, I mean, why not get them a slant, let them take off? You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. In the backfield, backup quarterback for the Pirates. Again, I'm having a hard time. No, that's still Spees. I apologize. So Spees still in the game. Swings it out to Rosenberg. And Rosenberg gets about 6.
Yeah, he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And so a pretty good block by Spees. On the tackle, came around. He almost had Rosenberg caught in the backfield, but Spees gave him a little bit of a shove. And at least they got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
And we're going to double check on who that is at quarterback. It looks like a 10, but his jersey's tucked in. I'm having a hell of a time seeing 19. It. Okay, so it is 19.
It's Mac Masad.
I need to get my eyes checked then.
No, the font is tucked in, so it looks like 0. It's a bad font.
All right, so 19 in the game for quarterback.
Mac Masad.
Mac Masad, the freshman, getting some touches tonight. All right. See, when I played sports in high school, you couldn't do that with your jersey. The whole number had to be present. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely new.
It'll be a delay of game there on Rocky River, it looks like.
Ezekiel Elliott at Ohio State was one of the first kids I saw start doing it.
I remember doing a couple of Avon games when we weren't broadcasting, but when we were doing the writing. And they had dark gold numbers on dark purple jerseys, and you talk about a nightmare. You know, you were there.
Yeah. That's a funky one. I mean, Avon. That was Avon doing that.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Oh, what a team that was, Vince.
Yep, they're good again this year, 4-0. I'm surprised Amherst is beating Olmsted Falls 14-0 at last check. Amherst might really, really be for real now. I was talking with Tyler Brazina last night. I mean, good, humble kid. All right, fans. So, change of possession means the clock will stop here momentarily. And so the referee signals it again. 8:21 to go in the third quarter. I'd have to believe Eddie Starks will stay in the game here.
It looks like he is, Vincent. Let's see what Normandy starts off with here in the beginning of the third quarter. To get some kind of a drive going
here.
The
clock will wind. Referee signals it in. Yeah, I mean, you figure if they could do anything, it's got to be right now, just to save a little bit of face.
And at Amherst, Olmsted Falls does get on the board. It's in the third quarter now. Amherst still with a 14-6 lead over Olmsted Falls.
And the big one there, Akron-Hoban 21-0 over St. Vincent St. Mary.
We got other scores in the area. Benedictine 21-7 over Austintown Fitch at the half. Bay 14-0. They hold steady against Fairview.
Beechwood putting on Independence 28-3.
And we got the Brunswick one now with a 20-14 lead over Strongsville in the third quarter.
Oh, and a shout out to our girl Beaver Local winning big there. Our girl Alexis Worth, they're going to be happy about that one. Timeout for Normandy. We'll be right back. Here come the Normandy Invaders. down 42-0, looking to rally. Starks in the backfield. Snaps it. RPO going to keep it. Here comes Starks. He's got a lane. Now he's got a speed lane up to the 50. Good little run there for Starks.
It's a little 8-yard pickup there, but not to discredit the young man, but he is going up against the second and third team defense for Rocky River. But that was a good play.
Yeah.
A run pass option. He took it to the right side of the offensive line and got himself 8 yards.
Yeah, good little pickup there. 2nd and 2. Second and about a long 2.
And I would be remiss if I didn't mention my partner's alma mater, North Olmsted, who has a 10-3 lead over Lakewood in the third quarter.
Lakewood. If they lose against Lakewood, they're done. All right, Starks here. Bit of movement on River. Not called. All right. Starks has it. Rolls out. Looking for his man. He's got him. Completion there. Number 10 has it. And that's Anthony Franz.
And he got enough yardage there. They're going to give him the first down, a simple little 2-yard hitch pass. That was open, but again, that was a good, very nicely executed run pass option. Found the open man and hit him. Looks like they set a plan here at halftime, maybe just to come out here slowly and let's see what they can, take whatever Rocky River gives them, see what they can get on the board.
Smart. You know, they want to get only probably what would be their 3rd touchdown of the year. And that's what you got to do sometimes. Slow and steady, because you got to learn something. Here's a handoff. He's got his man. It's about the 42. Gets brought down at the 40. That was Perisic.
That's a good carry by Perisic there. He took the ball, went over to the right side, didn't see anything, and shifted over towards the left side of the line and picked up 6 or 7 yards there. Good little drive here for Normandy to start the third quarter, Vince. Looks like they came out here with a plan. I know they're not playing the best defense Rocky River has, but hey, take what you can get.
And a running clock now out there in Stowe as they're all over North Royalton. Meanwhile, Scotty Piker bringing us this score as Riverside leads Madison. Painesville Riverside leads Madison 24-14.
And once again on that play there, Vince, sorry to cut in.
That's fine.
Starks took it over to the right side, got the first down, but it looks like it's going to be called back, maybe a holding penalty, offside, something on Normandy.
All right. And the fight at the McKee home has been called.
And the winner is...
They should put on the Masked Singer to settle them down. I hate that show, but the kids seem to like it. All right, Eddie Starks. I watch big time wrestling, so what does that say about me? All right, here comes Eddie Starks. The Invaders, low snap, gets past Starks, stumbles over it, lands on it at his own 39, and Ruben, what little momentum they had.
Yeah, now they're back to where they started. Unfortunate set of circumstances. They're going to give themselves like a 3rd and 20, maybe 3rd and 30, looks like.
Little over 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. That clock just keeps churning away, fans.
Unfortunately for Normandy here, Vince, or fortunately, they'll have 2 plays to get these 19 yards.
All right, Invaders ball. 42-0 they trail, under 4 to go. Starks calls for it, has it, 3-step drop. Starks looking, throws, has his man, but he falls down, and the ball falls at the 50, no good.
Yeah, he rushed that throw there, Vince. He had great protection. He was wide open, and he just rushed his throw and didn't even reach the receiver. They're going to have to go for it on 4th down here.
3:35 to go here in the third quarter. Rocky River 42. Normandy 0. If you want to be a sponsor, advertising sponsor, 30-second commercial during every single broadcast. If you're still listening at this point, God bless you. And it is KeonSports.com, CoachVin14 at Yahoo.com.
And if you're broadcasting at this point, God bless us.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're going to punt here, Vince.
Yeah, the last one got took back to the house by Dean. Here's another boot. And this one is going to be fielded again. No, past him. He's going to have to fall on this. Smart choice there. And Dean falls on it. All right, 1st and 10 for the 19.
Probably one of the very few mistakes that Rocky River has made today. Once he put his hands on the ball, as you know, as everyone knows, he has the fall on it. And so he cost his team like maybe 10 yards, but that's okay. When you're up 42-0, those kind of mistakes sometimes are even go unnoticed.
All right, so we got 22 at quarterback, Assad. I'm sorry, his brother, Mac Assad, number 19. My bad there.
19.
All right, so Mac Assad, number 19 at quarterback. All right, here's Mac Assad. Calls for it. Hands it off. Nope, he's going to keep it.
Oh, he handed off.
And who took that? Might have been his brother.
23.
Oh, I was off by a number. Michael Summers.
Yeah, that looked like a busted play there. It looked like he didn't know if he wanted to put it in his belly or another RPO or take it himself, so he just ended up handing it off to Summers. Very limited gain if they didn't lose any yardage. Oh, they call no gain.
And fans, tomorrow night I will be at Byers Field as St. Ignatius welcomes in football Clarkson North from Canada. Here's another handoff to Summers. And he's going to pick up about 2, would you say, Ruben, 2 or 3?
Yeah, probably a couple yards. They just got back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, they'll give him 2. It'll be a 3rd and 8. It looks to me like Coach Wells is just content handing the ball off, getting nobody hurt, and getting out of here. The third quarter is just about over.
All right, smart move there. All right, 3rd and 11. Assad at quarterback. Looks again like he's draped by Summers. And this is a pitch out this time to Summers.
Nice pitch to Summers. And for the first time tonight, it looks like, or the second time tonight, it looks like the Normandy defense swarmed to the ball. They got an injured player down there. It looks like a knee. Not a good sign, Vince. But they swarmed to the football right there and forced Rocky River to another punt.
Well, for the second time tonight, we'll be back. Okay, so for only the second time tonight, Rocky River will have to punt the ball here. Clock continuing to run a little over a minute to go in the third quarter. BB back to boot it. Jasir Rahim back deep for the Invaders. And that clock is just running away right now. 47 seconds to go. Finally, they snap it. Low snap. Good job by BB to pick it up. Not the best punt, though. Terrible punt, actually. I know we'll get a bit of a pirate roll, but not a good punt. Out at about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, as I said, Coach Josh Wells is letting every second he possibly could run off the clock without getting a flag thrown on him. Just to get this thing over with. He knows he's got the win. Rocky River will move to 3-2 on the season. And the Normandy Invaders will try it again next week, Vince, and see if they can get that first win.
Also an elusive third touchdown of the season as well. So about one more play will we run off the clock here. And we'll get to the fourth quarter here.
And just when you think it can't get any worse than this, folks, we could be sitting at Lorraine Senior High School right now watching the Lorraine Titans
Toledo Scott.
Totally destroyed Toledo Scott this evening. It's still in the fourth quarter. Lorraine 66, Toledo Scott nothing.
You know, Lorraine has a bunch of their kids suspended for the big fight last week against football Clarkson North.
Yep.
I don't know what happened there. I'm going to have to get those details tomorrow. St. Ignatius coming off a 42-0 loss to DeMatha.
Yeah, it looks to me like that fight last week was instigated by the Canadian team, and its two suspended players had nothing to do with the fight, Vince. They just came off the bench and got suspended.
Jeez. All right. 10-yard pickup there by Normandy. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter, as it is Rocky River 42, the Invaders 0. Sit tight. And fans, next week we will be in Columbia as they host Oberlin. First time Keon Sports will be there. Special birthday present to Jordan Graham. He'll be turning 17 that day. Yasir Rahim on the carry for Normandy. 11:36 to go, and Normandy might score a touchdown here, fans. Sit tight.
Well, let's hope they do, Vince. As long as they don't score 12 or 13, we'll be okay.
Yasir Rahim About 16 yards there. Normandy looking to get it in the end zone. It's the closest they've been, Rubano.
See what they do. They get some good plays, Vince, and then they follow those up with some bad ones.
Stark rolls out. Starks has a hole. Starks takes it. He's going to get all the way down to the 10. Good pickup there. A good 7-yard chunk for Starks.
That's a good start for this drive, Vince. They're in the red zone when they started. Now down to a 2nd and 3. There's 10 minutes left to go, so for them to get a touchdown here. Field goal does them no good. They got to get in the end zone.
Again, fans, these stats are very, very much unofficial, but I do have them at 42 yards right now for Starks. Not counting his sack yards against them. So if you throw those in there, then it's kind of a push, but without the sacks, he's at least at 42. Here we go. Normandy has it for 2nd and 4. And again, that play where everybody runs at once, you can't even see it. And there's Starks. He just keeps spinning ahead. Great design there. Couldn't really tell if he handed it off, but it was a keeper. Slips all the way down. A 1st and goal now from the 4. A 7-yard pickup for Starks.
That was just a determined play by Starks there to try to get in the end zone, Vince, and save a little bit of face, as you mentioned before. They got to get in the end zone here. He went over to the right tackle and took a slew of tacklers with him down to the 4-yard line. Good strong run by Starks there.
Here comes Normandy looking to punch it in. 9:20 to go. Would only be their 3rd touchdown of the entire season. Starks is going to get it. Good job there by Starks. 3-yard run. And I'll give it to him, Ruben. Touchdown, Invaders!
Yeah, that was a good run by Starks. It was a drive that, albeit not against the first team Rocky River defense, but in this point, what does it really matter, Vince? They got in the end zone. They weren't shut out. And across the way over there, the Normandy band's happy about it. The fans that came here to support the team are happy about it. It's high school football.
Yeah.
The kids are happy about it. As long as they don't score another one, I'll be happy about it.
All right, Invaders line up to go for 2. Snap. Oh, they're looking for Starks. No go. We'll be right back with Rocky River up 42-6.
And we're back, folks. 9 minutes, 13 seconds left to go. Normandy, after their touchdown, trailing 42-6, is set to kick off. We got BB and Dean are back at around the 10-yard line to receive the kick. The ball keeps falling off the tee, so we have to wait a second. While we have a second, folks, fans out there, if you do want to be a sponsor on our broadcast, please email the man himself, CoachVin14@yahoo.com, or myself on Twitter, RubeRodriguez5. I know the season's almost halfway over, but you can still be a part of all of this. Here we go. And the kickoff is deep. And Dean gets it at the 10-yard line. And he is corralled at about the 30, where Rocky River will start 1st and 10, leading 42-6. An absolutely emotional night here in Rocky River for various reasons. The loss of a young man, an ex-football player who lost his life tragically way too soon. The team stepped up for him tonight here on homecoming night. And we here at Keon Sports are very happy and proud to be here to join with them. The Rocky River will come out now with a 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
35-14, Berea leads it. 8:33 to go in the 3rd quarter over Wesley. All right, 51 for Stowe, 7 for North Royalton. Stowe not letting up on that one. 51-7 after the 3rd. And Painesville Riverside appears to be winning for a score on this one, 34-14, all over Madison. And BB has it again. He's got some room. Here comes River. Good kickoff return there, all the way down to the 30. So Rocky River, one last splurge there as number 18 put his foot on the gas.
Don't know who that number is.
John Beebe, the freshman, getting into the act.
That's the third Beebe of the Beebe family, folks. He just went from the 30 to the 30. That's a 38-yard run, actually. They gave it to him on the 32-yard line.
Under 7 minutes to go. Normandy found the end zone for only the third time this year. Still trails it 42-6.
Fans, I got to apologize. I didn't get the names and numbers out to you because, to be honest with you, I put them in my bag already.
And we'll give you some up-to-the-second stats here in a moment. Assad still in at quarterback. Draped by Summers, hands it off. And Rocky River will get about 2 yards on the pickup. So tonight's stats brought to you by our sponsors. Brandon Spees, 6-7, 229 yards, 4 touchdowns. Tommy Beebe, only 6 carries tonight. They really didn't need him, but 121 yards regardless. Also, Charlie Hudson, 2 carries, 60 yards. And Owen Beebe, 95 yards for 2 touchdowns. And John Beebe on that last carry. It would be interesting to see him go for one right now as well. Meanwhile, baseball fans, your season is over if you're an Indians fan, as they trail again 7-2, and that will just about put that to bed.
It's a simple handoff right up the middle, Vince. And picked up about 4 or 5 yards there to set up a short third down. And getting back to the Indians. Yeah, the season doesn't look like it's going to be what everyone, including the Indians, expected when the season began. But I got to tell you something. What Terry Francona was handed, injury is a major part of it. Any off-season moves another part of it. But what he did to get that team to 93 victories, you can't sell him short on that. We'll see what happens next year, but it's a fantastic job of managing by Tito Francona just to get him to the final weekend of the season.
Well said. Assad hands it off to Beebe. Beebe trying to get around that corner. The freshman gets about a yard. It would be cool to kind of see him score.
Yeah, where do they get these Beebe kids? Where are they making? Where's the Beebe factory at? This kid's bigger than the other two.
Yeah, you got to figure less than, 7 months ago the kid was in 8th grade? It's so hard to believe.
We'll be saying Beebe for the next 4 years.
No doubt about it. 4th down and 2, 42-6. KeonSports.com is the website. And Rocky River would be wise just to go for it here, not even mess around with the field goal.
Josh was doing the right thing here. Just get this game over with minimal injuries. And respect your opponent, first and foremost.
Yep. Here's Assad, flanked by, again, looks like Beebe. And, yeah, you're right, the kid's a beast.
Yeah.
And he gets wrapped right up. So Normandy will take over, and that will stop the clock. We'll be right back, fans. And we're back.
Why?
42-6, Pirates lead it. Here comes Normandy. They're going to throw. They got a man at your seam. And he's got a hole. About a good 13-yard pickup there. Again, Yasir Rahim.
You got to hand it to Starks, Vince. He just keeps playing. He knows his team has no chances. This game's winding down. Made a fantastic throw there to the flat. Yeah. Turned it into a first down. They're at the 37.
A windy night here in River. 3-minute mark upon us. For anybody with a small business looking for exposure, again, we do more than just football games, guys. Podcast. That player spotlight series right now is red hot. Here comes Normandy. It's Starks. Out to the 40, to the 45, cuts the corner at the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Fantastic run by Starks. He kept the ball himself, came around the right end, and turned the corner about midfield, turned on the Jets, but he got caught from behind her. He would have scored.
Eddie Starks. There was a bit of a flag on the play, though. Let's see what they say here. Was there a flag?
No, it doesn't look like there's any flag.
All right, no flag then. A little over 2 to go. As we said earlier, with 2 minutes to go, all eyes on the clock operator Joyce, who has come out of retirement tonight to retake the crown. Under 2 to go. If Starks puts one in here, though, that stops the clock. Here's Eddie Starks. They're going to let him throw. He's looking deep. Has his man. He's got him wide open in the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, dropped it. That should have been a touchdown pass right in his fingers.
Yeah, the ball floated on him a little bit, but the coverage wasn't as tight as it's been all game. He had a chance to get it, Vince. It was right in his hands. He threw it in the wrong place.
And Normandy trying to get one last big play here to make it respectable. Same exact formation every single play. I've never seen anything like it. There's another stop, drop, and pass. Has his man, does Starks. But a 12-yard pickup for Eddie Starks on the throw.
And that wind you talked about kind of held that ball up a little bit, because if he got a little bit more zing on it, he could have scored. A minute left, Vince.
55 seconds to go. Normandy moving from left to right on your radio dial. White tops, orange numbers, black trunks. Eddie Starks calls for it. Low snap, fields it. Has his man. Hits him. Middle of the field. This might be a touchdown for Normandy. A good slant. Touchdown, Normandy Invaders. Eddie Starks. Hit his man on a slot. Might have been Wardell. And he just drills him. 14-yard pitch and catch.
That's two consecutive drives in a row that Eddie Starks kind of relaxed. Vince took his team down the field, and they led to 2 touchdowns. Let's save a little bit of pace here tonight in Rocky River, but the last 2 drives, he's looked pretty good.
Starks to Wardell, 14 yards for the touchdown. And you would think they would go for 2 here. 39 seconds to go. Normandy trails, down 42-12. Thank you again for joining us. Normandy lining up for 2, and again, this is 2-point conversion play where it isn't Starks at quarterback, but actually line him up at running back and pitch it to him. And it does not work. Okay, so there it is. 39 seconds to go. We'll be right back. Normandy will kick it off here. 39 seconds to go. Rocky River leads it 42-12. Good little squib kick, and for reasons
unknown to the world, the referee
offsides of Normandy on the
decides to throw a flag in a 42-12 game with 39 seconds to go.
Maybe he might be a stickler for proper procedures.
And it was the non-70-year-old referee that dropped the flag.
I'm not saying these referees are old, but they read the Bible just to reminisce.
Yes.
And they were at David and Goliath. 2 of them fought on the undercard.
It's a good thing we didn't need them for anything today with the smashing it.
Maybe that's why they got this game.
And folks, it is 9:12. The game's about to finish. If you're hungry, I think Frankie's Italian cuisines could still be open for that late night pasta.
Good kick.
Nice kick.
Nice boot there by Normandy. All right.
Pick it up.
Christian Dean will pick it up at the 5, and whistles blow. What am I missing here? Why did any whistle blow there? Clock will wind. Why did that? I don't understand why that whistle blew. All right. 27 seconds to go. We will see some headlights in the tail. Or what am I saying here? Headlights and taillights in the parking lot soon.
Yeah.
This has been Vince McKee alongside Ruben Rodriguez.
And the clock's going to run out, folks.
Your final score tonight, 42-12 for Ruben Rodriguez. I'm Vince McKee. Have a good night.
Good night, folks.